Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show on Mike Radomski. It's time now for the player's perspective as we talk now with Zack Stanton, an infielder for the Evansville Otters. Zack, thanks for joining us. First off, let's talk about yesterday's game. Your team held an early lead, then River City rallied on back. What did you see in that game?
We got out ahead early, and looked like we were playing, different ball than usual. We're never out front, before the other team. So we kind of hit first and had quality pitching, and it seemed like he kind of got rushed a little bit, and they started being more aggressive. So we didn't exactly play bad defense. They just started taking quality ABs up to the plate, and next thing you knew, we were back in the game, and our offense kind of cooled off, and the result of the game is we got the loss. So hopefully we can come out strong again today and stay strong through the rest of the game.
What type of emotions go through a baseball player when you have a lead and then all of a sudden it's taken away really quickly?
Well, you work hard, you get the lead, and it's one of those games you can't ever feel satisfied, and you just got to keep going at them strong, and then sometimes they don't come back, sometimes they do, and like last night they came back, tied it up, eventually took the lead, and you just got to put the hammer down and go back to work again. But unfortunately, things didn't. They made a couple errors early in the game that kind of helped us, and they kind of tightened it up at the end of the game and pitched better. And of course, that came out. They were on top and we were on the bottom. So that's about it.
Zack Stanton joining us here on the player's perspective. Look at some of the bright sides. You had 2 hits in the game. What did you see from your own personal outing out there yesterday?
I'm just trying to slow the game down a little bit. I just got here a little over 2 weeks ago and playing every day and starting to get ahead of myself. But Jones kind of worked me and told me to start, trying to let the game come to me and slow down a little bit. And it felt good to have a multi-hit game. And just stinks we didn't get the win. But my part, I had a good game, and I wish they would all go that way, but they don't. So we're just gonna have to go back at it tonight.
And the team's had a number of losses lately. Is it starting to get to you guys and get underneath your skin?
Yeah, of course. We got good talent. A lot of the guys, this is my first time playing at this level, but a lot of the guys, have been around for years, and I've kind of talked to them to see how, college ball, when you lose, those guys being in college students is kind of more of like a little more social. This is kind of a job, so a lot of guys just come and leave and don't really talk. But at this point, since we've been losing so much, we're kind of coming together and talking after the game, before the game, keeping a positive attitude. So we're just going to keep battling, and eventually it's going to turn around because we're too talented to keep losing all the time.
What's the grind of a normal baseball season like for you? Because it almost seems like Groundhog Day, one day after another. You don't even know the days of the week anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not the only one either. It just comes at least once a day. People are like, what day is it? But, that's just, I guess, part of the game. I'm used to, college ball. Not only do you only play 2-3 days a week, but you got classes and stuff. So just kind of getting used to a lot of the hotel time and loving all the rest I can get. But at the same time, it's just, one day after another, you're out there on the field and you got to be ready to suit it up.
Zack Stanton joining us here on the pregame show. You had a chance to go to the tryout with the Evansville Otters. What was it like trying out for the team, then getting the call, and now being on the team?
Well, I had been to 2 other tryouts before that, and drove to Tampa. So, Evansville wasn't too bad of a drive. It was 7 hours, but, when you're trying to find a job, you got to, put in whatever you can and kind of go out there and play as hard as you can. And I actually had a pretty good tryout, ran well, hit well, and carpooled with 2 other guys, and Chick and Fook and them told us that they would try to get a hold of us, as quick as possible for the guys that don't live, in Indiana. So I got about 2 hours out of town, got a phone call from a number I didn't know, and got pretty excited and was hoping it was something related with the Otters, and it turned out it was Chick on the phone offering me a contract, and some of the best news I've ever heard in my life. It was pretty exciting, and Mom and Dad were pretty fired up. So a lot of these guys have gotten drafted in like the 1st and 2nd round, and this is just as cool to me. It's getting play independent ball is getting picked up in the draft. I'm just still kind of taking it all in and loving every bit of it.
And we could really see your excitement out there. How about when your father came by on Father's Day and had a chance to see his son playing professional baseball at Bosse Field?
Yeah, that was I didn't realize, how cool that would be, but he was really excited. Just the fact that I went from playing high school to college, now professional baseball, and it happened to be on Father's Day, and me and my dad are real close as it is, so it was it was a great experience, and we still trying to keep it going. He's going to try to get Mom up here, so I'm just trying to stay around and keep playing and keep living it up.
And what's it like on the team now? You're living it up, you're playing every single day. Is there anything that could compare to this? No, not really. I used to, look back in college and be like, man, this would be so fun if I didn't have to go to class and just play baseball. And now I'm finally getting to do it, and I wish it had been that way in college, and it's like, man, it'd be so fun. But now that it's actually like that, it's way funner than I thought it would be, so it's awesome. Zack Stanton, thanks again for joining us. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thanks.
That was Zack Stanton, the infielder for the Evansville Otters. We'll be right back on the Otters pregame show right after this.